Hi, this is Sarah Murdoch from Adventures with Sarah, and today I want to show you a little bit about packing cubes. Packing cubes will help to keep your luggage organized so that when you need to find things in your bag, you can find them quickly and easily. It also keeps your bag from exploding when you arrive at the hotel. You can go through your bag and unpack and repack very, very quickly when you use a system of packing cubes that keeps each type of clothing and each type of item in its own spot. So I'm going to show you a few different kinds. Each of these have their own pluses and minuses based on the type of brand and the way they're designed. And I'm just going to tell you what I think of each of them, and maybe that will help you make a good choice as to which kind of packing cube will work best for you. And I've arranged them sort of in a price scale so that you can see the cheapest end of them and the more expensive ends and what their different functions are. So the most basic set that you can buy are the IKEA set. These I purchased at IKEA. They come in, I think, black and this lovely pink. The pink I actually chose purposefully because they are bright and they're easy to find within the bag. I often will tend to buy packing cubes of different colors, and so that when I'm in a dark room or in a dark train or something and I need to look for a particular cube, I open up my bag and I can see the colors immediately and grab the one that has the correct color. So this obnoxious pink color, I picked it for a reason. This particular set comes with several different sizes: a small cube, a shoe container, a full cube, and another full cube that's about the same size. These are made of a very cheap nylon. They cost virtually nothing. I think it might have been $10 for the whole set. They cost very, very little, but you can see after one use, they're already starting to fray because it's made of a cheap nylon, which I think you could expect that. But if you don't want to invest much in packing cubes and you just want to try it, this is a fairly well-made and well thought out set. Particularly this cube, I really like this cube. It's a wonderful idea because it's double-sided. You have one side here, one compartment you can fill, and once that's full, you flip it over, and there's another compartment on the back side. So you can put t-shirts on one side, for instance, and long sleeve shirts on the other if you wanted to organize it that way. So that's a really useful cube. So that's, I would say, the IKEA set. The pluses would be that they're inexpensive and they're decently designed. The minuses is they're made from very, very cheap materials, and also they are a little bit on the heavy side. These cheaper materials weigh an awful lot. So the next set that I want to show you are the Rick Steves cubes. These, of course, I do work for Rick Steves, so I do think these are a good set. What I really like about them is they're made entirely out of mesh, so you can see what's on the inside. With the IKEA ones, you can't see what's on the inside very well at all, but these, because they're mesh instantly, you can see stacked up what's inside each cube. The other thing that's really nice about these is they're very durable and well made, and they have a nice edge here that's stiff, so once you have it all packed, it has some structure, and it is literally like a cube. It's a nice piece of luggage almost, and so when it goes into your suitcase, it feels pretty solid. The minuses on these are that they are a very particular size. If you buy the Rick Steves luggage, they are really good for those because they're designed to fit like a puzzle into the Rick Steves luggage. If you're using other luggage, they may be a little bit on the big side. I find them to be a little bit too big to fit into some of my other suitcases. So if you are getting the Rick Steves luggage, absolutely you should buy the cubes that fit because they go well and they're a very well-designed piece of luggage. The set that I typically tend to use are by Eagle Creek, which are significantly more expensive. This is a little bit more on the high end. These are the Spectre cubes by Eagle Creek. I really prefer these over the regular Eagle Creek set because the regular Cordura set of Eagle Creek cubes are very, very heavy. These are very lightweight. They weigh practically nothing. They're made of a lightweight nylon. And this lightweight nylon is really durable. It has some nice threading to it that keeps it from ripping. So the zippers, they move very easily. These have been in my backpack for probably 5 or 6 years, and they still work fine. They're kind of ugly from being washed, but they work really well. So the downside of these, however, is if you take a look at the zippers, when they open, this is as far as they open. They don't open all the way, and I would prefer it if the zipper went all the way around because at this point all I can really do is stack things in the bottom and then stick my hand in to try and pull them out, and often when I do that, that disturbs all the other things in the bag. So I'm not wild about the design. The other thing you can tell is that they're a little floppy. They don't have much structure. The bright side of that, of course, is they don't add any weight to your bag at all. So if you are like me and you're really consistent about trying to pack a light bag, these are the best choice for an ultralight packer because they add virtually no weight at all to the bag. Another one that I've tried, these are by Tom Bin. Tom Bin makes my favorite luggage, high-end luggage, and it lasts forever. Everything's made in Seattle, and they're very, very durable and usually very well thought out. Their packing cubes I decided to invest in because I carry a Tom Bin backpack, and I thought it would be nice to have the matching cubes that are dimensioned perfectly so that things just slide right into the backpack. I only use this once though. It has a good idea, which of course it has the hook. You could hang it up if you wanted to, and it fits in perfectly into my bag, but unfortunately these are not very well thought out. As you can see here, and this is something to pay attention to when you buy cubes, the zipper is in the middle of the side. So what that means is when you open it up, if you've packed things in here, there's no walls for the things that you've put into your cube, and they just tumble right out. So every time I use this, because this zipper is so inconveniently located, all of my things would just immediately fall out. It's sort of like a taco that just sort of flops open on the plate and all the fillings fall out. So this was used only once, and then I realized that this was not going to continue to work for me because the zipper is placed in a really unfortunate location. So last set I want to show you are my current favorites. This is by a company called Lewis & Clark. Lewis & Clark came up with a really interesting idea. They stole the idea of the Spectre packing cubes by using the ultralight material. They're using this obnoxious neon green, which is great because when you are packing up your bag, you will not lose packing cubes that are this color. When you're looking around your hotel room, immediately you're going to see these because they're kind of on fire. So it's easy to repack your bag and see what you got. But what's really smart is they have added a mesh panel here, which the Spectre ones don't have, so that when I'm looking in, I can actually see things stacked up. I also love the mesh panel because that lets air pass through your clothes. And let me tell you, my clothes get really stinky. And so when I have mesh panels, that helps them to kind of get aerated a little bit and aired out so they're not quite as stinky at the end of the day. So I love the mesh panel, that's really helpful. They open all the way up just like that, like I really enjoy, and they also have the zipper at the top of the wall, so you have enough depth here to be able to have things sit in there really nicely. But there's more. They have a really cool system where it unzips along the side, and that packing cube that was really shallow now is much deeper, so you can pack more things in it. Or what I actually tend to do is I'll pack things in here when it's deep, and then I'll zip it up and it compresses it down so that it's nice and tight. And I'll show you over here, this is a packing cube that I have mostly packed, the Lewis & Clark one. And in this case, I have the depth closed here. I haven't expanded it because I wanted it to really pack things in there tightly. So it makes this cube more tightly packed so that I can slip it into my bag more easily since it's a little bit smaller. I really like this set. They work very, very nicely. My only complaint with these is the zippers are a little wonky and you have to be a little bit more careful with the zippers. The zippers on the Eagle Creek ones are slightly nicer. But really great idea, good structure, and overall a fairly good product. One more product I want to show you that some people are interested in are folders. So if you would like to fold your clothes instead of roll them, this is another idea you can get. This is the Eagle Creek Spectre. So again, it's made of this really lightweight nylon. And this works really well for people that maybe need to take dress shirts or something like this. You can take a shirt like this one, which I have actually rolled. You could fold it sort of dress shirt style. And then you can put it in here and stack things on top like this. And then when you're done, you just fold it over like an envelope. And that keeps everything together like this. I typically use folders when I'm bringing really nice slacks or dress shirts, things like that, if I'm going to be at more dressy occasions, because it keeps everything from getting wrinkled. And I also like that it has the handle, so it slides in there like a little extra case. So by using a packing system like this with multiple cubes and folders and things like that in different sizes, you can easily organize all of your belongings, and you can find things and repack very, very quickly. So I hope amongst the choices that I've shown you, you find one that works for you. So happy travels. Thanks for watching.